All right, I had 10 o'clock. So I will call the County Commissioners meeting of October 2nd, 2024 to order. Welcome back, veteran friend Don Bradley, who's going to lead us in the pledge. And it's always nice to see Reverend Keith Barr, who will lead us in the invocation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's pray. Gracious God, look upon us with mercy this day as your people seek to do your will, to do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly with you. Watch over our commissioners and all who bring business in our meeting today, that we would seek always the good of your people, the proper stewardship of the resources you have entrusted into our care. As presidential politicking enters into our county again today, it protects the candidates and their campaigns, those in attendance, and those designated to police the safety and security of the event. Especially in these hyper-partisan times, let us treat one another with dignity, respect, and gratitude. Remind us of your grace and providence, and let our words and deeds contribute to the betterment of your world.
Okay, we'll move on to item number 2 on the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from the September 18, 2024 Board of Commissioners meeting as submitted.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We'll turn it over to Mr. Munski for his Chief Clerk's report.
Good morning. Thank you very much. I have a couple items that I want to highlight on the agenda today. The first, coincidentally, they're all in a row. Number 12 on the agenda is a motion to approve the Human Services Department. We receive every year a pile of money from the state that then we hand out and we have administered by the food banks to provide food, stock the food banks throughout York County. That's $611,000, so that motion is number 12. Number 13 is a motion for the county to acquire this from the 3-1 Company, Inc. It says objective, unbiased data to support cash banking investment management decisions. This is an AI-based tool that's going to allow us to maximize our cash flow, and when we are able to take some of that cash and invest it to try to gain additional more interest. So really just giving us a better opportunity to maximize our cash flow and our investments for the county. Number 14 is motion to approve a collective bargaining agreement between the county and the Teamsters Local 776. That is representing the court-related non-professionals bargaining unit. As I've said with a couple other collective bargaining agreements we've negotiated, I want to kind of thank the Teamsters and just mention that the negotiations itself went quite well. We're very proud to have reached a result, and this is the last of 6 contracts that are expiring this year, so we will go into 2025 with no contracts with any of our employees expired. So very happy and proud to report that. And then item number 15, I also wanted to highlight, this is an upgrade of some equipment for our hazmat team. The old communication system was getting to end of life, and this is a much better opportunity for them to have hardwired communications into their full hazmat suits that will allow them to speak directly to emergency management, the hazmat team commander when they're actually on site. So certainly an upgrade that we're very happy to have. And that concludes my report.
Okay. Any questions for Mr. Munski? Hearing none, I'll move on to public comment for items related to the agenda. Hearing and seeing none, we'll move on to new business.
Madam President, I move that we adopt and approve items 1 through 29 on this morning's agenda.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries. Bless you. There were no executive sessions since our last meeting. We do have a proclamation today in recognition of Ageism Awareness Day. Vice President Burford is going to read that. And then afterwards, we have some friends and colleagues here from the York County Community Foundation to talk about the Embracing Aging Initiative and ageism in our community.
All right, thank you. It's my privilege and honor to read into the record this morning a proclamation. Whereas ageism refers to the stereotypes, how we think, prejudice, how we feel, and discrimination, how we act toward others based on age. And whereas there are an estimated 180,000 older adults in York County, Pennsylvania, older than age of 50, who are impacted by ageism. And whereas ageism toward older adults affects their health and longevity, financial well-being, and the economy of York County. And whereas preventing ageism in education, employment, housing, culture, and healthcare will benefit all. And whereas recognizing that it is up to all of us to ensure that older adults are respected and portrayed as capable, competent, effective, and valued in all areas of society. And whereas ageism awareness and preventing ageism is beneficial to all citizens of York County by improving the quality of life within our county. Now, therefore, we, the Commissioners of York County, Pennsylvania, do hereby proclaim October 9th as Ageism Awareness Day and thank those organizations who provide services and advocate for our older adults. The services and support they provide strengthens the quality of life for those that we serve. Given this day in York, in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, on the second day of October, in the year of our Lord, 2024, signed by the York County Commissioners.
So,
Thank you, Commissioners, for your support of creating an age-friendly York County. I'm Kathy Bollinger, Executive Director of Embracing Aging and Trove Street at York County Community Foundation. For over a decade, the York County Community Foundation has been dedicated to enhancing the quality of life of people of all ages in York County. Thanks to your past support, through our Embracing Aging initiative, we successfully enrolled York County in AARP's network of age-friendly states and communities. Since February of 2020, your engagement in age-friendly plan updates and your recognition of the importance of ensuring a high quality of life for all residents has been invaluable. We get that people think aging isn't sexy. In fact, we sometimes live in a society where we're drunk on youth and too often view aging as only impairment and decline. This is why York County Community Foundation's Embracing Aging and Trove Street initiatives work to dismantle ageism at both the individual and community levels. We want York County residents to experience high-quality living as we age. By thinking beyond our health, we acknowledge that our home, where it's located, our modes of transportation, community engagement, and finances all play an integral role in aging well. However, ageism is a barrier to creating the type of community we envision through our age-friendly plan. Ageism refers to stereotypes, which is how we think, prejudice, which is how we feel, and discrimination, which is how we act towards others and towards ourselves based on age. It negatively impacts our health and well-being, our financial security, and the economy. It exists in many forms, influencing everything from our personal interactions with each other to public policy, and ageism impacts us at every age. Ageism Awareness Day is an opportunity to draw attention to the impact of ageism in our society and how we can reframe aging in our communities. So to raise awareness, we are hosting 2 events next week. On Monday, October 7th, we are hosting an event called Fighting Back Against Ageism and Age Discrimination, where we've invited Claire Toomey, Executive Director of York City Human Relations Commission, to join us. And then on Wednesday, October 9th, we're hosting our Dismantling Ageism Learning Session. And information about both of these are available at trovestreet.com. We are also next week asking members of the community to wear one of these fashionable buttons called Aging So Cool, Everyone's Doing It. Commissioners, we have buttons for you today, and for those who don't have a button yet and would like one, you can pick one up at York County Community Foundation's office at 14 West Market Street. We not only hope that you'll wear these buttons next week, but we hope that you'll take a selfie, put it on social media, and declare that you're doing everything that you can to embrace aging. Together, we can end ageism in York County. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kathy. Okay, we will move on and open it up to any additional public comment. Hearing and seeing none, if I could have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of adjourning signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, we are adjourned, and we will move on to salary board.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the September 18, 2024 Salary Board meeting as submitted. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. I will open it up to any public comment related to items on the agenda. Hearing and seeing none, we'll move on to item number 4 on the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the positions, salaries, hours of work, and fringe benefits as provided by existing collective bargaining agreements or as set forth in the York County Employee Handbook or York County Policy Manual for the following departments and row offices as stated below, with no additional benefits or concessions unless otherwise noted. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. There were no executive sessions since our last meeting. I will open it up one more time for any public comment. Hearing and seeing none, if I could have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of adjourning signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, we are adjourned. We will move on to Board of Elections meeting. I'll open it up for any public comment as relates to items on the agenda. Hearing and seeing none, we'll turn it over to Brian Schaefer, our Director of Elections, for a brief report.
Good morning, Commissioners. Our office is hard at work getting ready for a presidential on November 5th. For anybody looking for a mail-in ballot, you have up till 7 days, October 29th, to request one. And if you're looking to update your registration, address, party, anything like that, or name even, if you've gotten married, please make sure you update your registration. You have until October 21st.
Great, thanks. Any questions for Mr. Schaefer? Hearing none, we'll move on to motions on the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the relocation of the following polling places pursuant to 25 PS 2726. Hopewell Township Precinct from Hopewell Municipal Building to Eureka Fire and Ambulance Company.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. I will open it up for any other public comment. Hearing none, just a reminder, as Mr. Schaefer said, October 21st is the last day to register to vote or change your registration, and October 29th is the last day to request a mail-in ballot and/or absentee ballot. Should you choose to vote in that manner, we would encourage you to put your application in sooner rather than later. We do expect a high volume of individuals requesting mail-in and/or absentee ballots. And at this point, all of our 161 polling locations will be open on Election Day. So with that, if I could have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of adjourning signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, we are adjourned. Thanks, everybody, and have a great day.